Welcome back to the Wild Hybrid series. We're about to go and train and do a bit of an upper pull session. This is a bit of an interesting session, not typically something I would be doing, just because I have actually developed a bit of an injury. I've got a bit of hamstring tendinopathy, so I'm just resting it for now. And then in this session, I'm just going to do some of the wild hybrid exercises, but I'm not going to use my legs. So I'm going to bring you along for that, show you the workout, and something you can do if you do get some niggles from running or whatever it is. Then you can also keep training and just change and use alternated exercises to still make some progress, leading you towards like a wild hybrid or a fitness event or something similar to high rocks and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead, we're going to change some of the exercises up, get a good session in, get a good pump in, because bodybuilding training is just sick, isn't it? It's just fun. So without further ado, let's get in there and get it done. There he is, big man. Oh, hey mate, you alright? All right. Good to see you. Good. So while you sit there and witness me and Ben get absolutely battered in this workout, I'll put the session on the screen now. I wanted to mull over a few things that I've been thinking about recently, and that's the idea that running automatically makes you athletic. Now, don't get me wrong, running is one of the best things you can do for your health. It'll improve your fitness, build your endurance, help you burn more calories, and probably make you feel better mentally as well. But I think a lot of people confuse being a runner with being athletic, and the two aren't necessarily the same thing. If your only form of exercise is running, you'll probably get better at running, but that doesn't automatically mean you'll become a stronger, more powerful, or more capable overall athlete. Athleticism is about much more than how far or how fast you can run. It's about strength, movement quality, coordination, resilience, and having a body that is prepared for a variety of challenges, not just one. For me personally, most of the advice you see online is aimed at people who are naturally lighter, naturally efficient, and built for running. That's not me. I've always enjoyed strength training, and over the last few years, I've competed in high rocks, trained for running events, and generally tried to improve my fitness across the board. What I've found is that the strongest versions of myself aren't the ones that only lift weights, and the fittest versions of myself aren't the ones that only just run. The sweet spot somewhere is in the middle. It's always having enough strength to be resilient, enough fitness to perform well, and enough balance that you're not sacrificing one quality for another. Strength training helps me maintain my muscle mass while I do endurance sports, and like I said in the last video, it just doesn't disappear that easily. It helps me improve force production and stay more robust as my running volume increases. It allows me to handle more training. It's the building blocks, that foundation underneath everything you're doing. Recover better and hopefully stay injury free, which is ironic because I've got a hamstring injury now and I'm saying this. But from a physique point of view, it's the thing that gives you that shape to your frame. Running can help you get leaner, but strength training is what helps build the muscle that creates that athletic look in the first place. Just like I touched on in one of my previous videos, I think a lot of people fall into one of the two camps. They can either be really strong and get out of breath walking up a hill, or they're really fit but lack that strength and muscle to do much else. What I'm chasing is something in between, and I hope what I push in my coaching is for them to do the same as well. Be that middle ground, be exceptional at both of them. You don't have to be like absolutely pro athlete at either one of them. My goal isn't to be the fastest runner in the world. It's not to be the strongest person in the gym. It's to become what I call an everyday athlete. Someone who is fit enough to run, strong enough to lift, and capable enough to take on challenges such as high rocks, wild hybrid, or whatever you want to do. And stay healthy enough in the long term. Enjoy all of those things for years to come. That's why my training looks like the way it does. You know, they call it hybrid training now, I do, but at the end of the day, it's just doing all modalities. I run because I enjoy it and because it builds my engine. I lift because strength matters, it's the foundation. And when you combine both of them, you do become an absolute weapon. But in the right way, you don't just become fitter and stronger, you become the athletic. And that for me is the goal at the end.
That is a wrap.
Yes, people, so as Ben said, that is a wrap. What a session that was. Good to see him again. Brutal. Like those sessions there where you like can't use your legs and you haven't got the momentum and you're going to do like you just seen, doing the wall balls up against the things, sitting down and not being able to use your legs as momentum, just shows you how much of an impact your shoulders have on your performance. Like if your shoulders are weak, you're just going to cave in and you're not got your legs there to support you. Obviously, shoulder endurance is a massive thing when it comes to wall balls or doing snatches and stuff. They're one of those muscles which aren't that big, so when it comes to like strength endurance, and it's some area typically people don't really use as well that much. So yeah, getting a session in like that is good, and to be fair, I probably wouldn't have done it if it didn't have this little hamstring niggle. So we're going to rest up a few more days on the hamstring, probably get some cycling in, a bit more ski erg and stuff. And another thing as well, going straight from the ski erg where your lats are then fatigued into sort of like a power movement, very contrast training, going into a power movement like a wall ball where you're trying to be explosive, yeah, really does just increase the intensity on your shoulders as well, which is good. So give that a go, that combo, the ski erg into seated wall balls and then into snatches as well. Devil press in over your head. It was just a shoulder mash up. So yeah, buzzing about that session. It was good. My shoulders are dead now. I'm not going to be able to drink a tea all night. If it's serpent, I love a cup of tea. But yeah, guys, give that session a go. And if you are obviously interested in the Wild Hybrid series, make sure you give it a follow as well, because we're coming up. Next session, we'll look at doing probably another running one. Probably going to do like a bit of a 4 times 500. Take you guys 4 times 500? 10 times 400, I don't know where that all came from. And then we'll see where we go with that, or a bit of a running session anyway. So yeah, if you've got any questions about any of it, make sure you drop it down below. Let me know what one of your favourite circuits is. If you go to the gym and you're doing like a bit of a hit circuit, whether you're using a treadmill, air bike, or you're doing a threshold session, let me know what is the sort of session that you like to do, and I might give it a try as well. Yeah, leading up to the Wild Hybrid. And let me know if you've got any fitness races booked in yourselves. Is this something you're aiming for as well? Is this one of your A races? All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.